You are now listening to the Blue Room Theory podcast, and this is your host, O.Javier.tv, and I want to welcome my host, my co-host, and his name is...
They call me Tyler_River, a.k.a. El Primo Tyler. We in the building, boy, in the Blue Room Theory podcast. What's poppin'?
But you already knew that, all right? And this is, once again, the Blue Room Theory podcast, and right before we begin this episode, I want to remind you all that we are sponsored by...
The one, the only... Mob Hookah.
Yes,
you
sir.
Go to mobhookah.com right now and get your Mob Hookah today. And be ready for the summer because it's coming up. Get your Mob Hookah accessories, the sleekest and most innovative designs in the world.
Mobhookah.com. You guys already know where to go. You follow all the Instagram, go to the website and get your Mob Hookah. Remember, the summertime is coming. Get your hookah ready. Mob Hookah right now is like an aphrodisiac for all the girls around you. Guaranteed. You already know the deal right now. All right, so I'm going to start this off real quick. I'm not going to waste any more time. And the initial thought, T. All right, and it starts out like this. Instant gratification and delayed gratification, right? It all depends on your goals. If you want to have something, you must delay instant gratification, which is not trading pleasure. Actually, instant gratification is that you actually give into the pleasure for the short term. Delayed gratification is that you're willing to not take on that instant pleasure because you know that in the future you will receive double the rewards. All right? Double the rewards. In other words, if you don't smash now,
you will smash.
You will smash not one, maybe not even two, but you can smash 3 girls later on. All right? That's definitely an exaggerated example, but you guys catch my drift. All right. So the point is, it depends on your goals. All right. I'm not saying that you should save a lot of money and then never spend it. No, nothing like that. Right.
I was like, why make $100 when you make $100 million? Okay?
Exactly. Why get paid $1,000 right now when you get paid $1 million later on? All right. Obviously, this comes in with hard work. Right. Everything's coupled in with hard work. You can't just, all right, I'm not gonna, take this $1,000 and then just chill and then later on you're gonna get $1 million. No, it's you're giving up the things that you want to do right now because you know that it's going to benefit you. You can't just give it up to give it up.
It's funny how like hard work is like what everyone's hardest thing to get is like,
that's the missing link.
It's the missing link. Like everyone can do everything else and talk a great game, but
right.
Nobody nowadays like could put in the work.
That's the thing that's missing, man.
Yeah.
And
so without that, what are you?
You're just everybody else. You're just another one in the herd, man. That's how it goes down. And it's a funny thing because we were just talking off the mic about our mentalities back in the day, right before, because the transition from 8th grade to high school is always a crazy time, especially in a guy's life. I don't know how it is for women exactly, but in a guy's life, it's always you're in a small group of people, of the same people in your town, and then you go to high school where there's more people, and then it's like like the girl that used to be like a 10 instantly becomes a 2 because there's just more options. And you're like, yo, I was hype over this girl. Nah, that, you know what I mean? And all these emotions, you're going through puberty, so you're horny as fuck. I think you've probably been horny since like 7th grade, right? I think that's how it usually goes.
Yeah.
In my case, it's like 4th grade.
I was slapping the monkey and I was in like 6th grade.
Yeah, 6th? Oh, you was late, man. I was in there early, son.
Could have been there early, but I don't remember.
It's always that extra shake while you're peeing. So yeah, man. So then, if I have a question for you, Ty, if you could go back in time, jump in a time machine real quick, and then talk to yourself 8th grade, right before you was about to go to high school, what advice? What prime? I mean, obviously you would say a bunch of shit, but what's one thing that you would definitely tell yourself that's crucial info? You were only allowed one thing to say, and then you have to. Doc Rivers like, hey man, have you watched Back to the Future?
No.
Fuck, man, that's like I hate not being able to use fucking movie references with one man time, man. I fuck with you every time. Damn. But anyways, if you were one thing and then you got to go back immediately,
be fearless.
Ooh, it's powerful.
Right there, tell myself, don't give a fuck.
Be fearless?
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck about what?
About taking chances or risks or being yourself.
So like go for it.
Just go for it. Because when because that was something that I feel like it takes a long time for a lot of people to be like that. I know people who are like that in high school or even middle school. They just didn't give a shit what no one thought about them. Did what they wanted. Were doing things that were different. And those are the people now that you think back like, yo, like they're doing dope shit now. Right. I like, because you got to figure everyone wants to fit in high school.
Yeah, that's like the main thing. That's what everybody wants to do.
You might be scared to do something you wanted to do because you're
scared to stand out.
Yeah, exactly.
Your friends are gonna make fun of you.
Exactly. So I would definitely tell myself, don't be scared to stand out.
That's a good one, man. Yeah. That's a really good one.
What about you, O?
Man,
8th grade, you're walking in first day of school. What were you whispering in your ears?
What would I tell myself? Wow, man. I wish you had given me more time to think about this.
You didn't think I was going to ask him back the question?
Nah, I didn't. What would I tell myself? I would say probably a derivative from that, from what you said. I would probably say, I would probably tell myself, I'd whisper, two things. I'd whisper two things.
All right.
I go like this. Only love your family, chase the money, and the rest will come. That's it.
That's it, right?
That's it. I think me knowing how I was back then, if I whispered that, I would know that he would, I would immediately get it.
Yeah.
I would immediately get it. He'd be like, and then when he gets confronted with that situation, or me, I'm talking about myself in third person, but me, if I get confronted with any situation that involves any of that, I would know, I would think of that and be like, yeah, man, I remember, gotta go for the money. Yeah. And it's not even because I would know that it wouldn't be like a superficial thing. It was like, yo, it's only about the money. No. It's like chase the thing, in other words, chase the progress first, right? And then everything else will come into place after that.
You chase, that's
it's kind of heat, right?
Why you do that to him?
I don't know, yo.
Chase the progress first, and everything will come into place. Come on, why you do that to him?
I know, right?
The table got hot, boy.
Right, because if you think about all the shit that you kind of went through, even when you were younger, right? How much shit you could have eliminated of all the bullshit that you went through. How many things you could have eliminated, situations you could have avoided if you had just chased the progress.
For sure.
If you chase the progress from the beginning, right now, I think that's what people miss. It's what do people want? What do guys want? Guys want just girls, many women as you can have.
Yeah.
A lot of money, and have the freedom to do whatever you want, right? Yeah. Buy whatever you want. If you chase the progress for a few years, that will come, right?
Yo, it's
just by default.
Yeah.
It would just you would just bring that to you.
It comes.
You'd be surrounded by that. And you know what's funny enough? Once you chase the progress, and even though you wanted that, you'll get to a high level, and then that stuff won't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's almost like a full circle kind of thing. It's I think I would change it to that. It wouldn't be the money. It would be how you put it, chase the progress, and then everything else will fall into place. I think that's a verse in the Bible. It doesn't say that exactly, but
that's so fire though.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I think everything else will fall into place.
Anybody who heard him say that, you definitely should donate $5 to our GoFundMe.
The Patreon account.
Yeah.
It's funny. Every time I go into a girl's Instagram account, she does nothing to support society, but she has a Patreon link in her bio. I think that's hilarious. And you know what the crazy part is? I bet you guys actually donate.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
She probably spends that money to go to brunch with her friends.
I mean, I would too.
Listen, bro, speaking of brunch, bro, brunch is a scary thing.
Why is it a scary thing?
Bro, because brunches, you think of brunch, if someone's ever been to brunch before, 1 minute you're drinking mimosas and you're just having a nice, splendid time with your friend, and 2 hours later, you're just fucking
demolished.
You're just demolished, and
it's 4 p.m.
Yeah, and it's just, and you don't know what happened to yourself, and it's wild. Brunch goes from a nice, calm brunch to fucking beat down. You know what I'm saying? For real.
You think it's worse for the girls or for the guys?
No, the girls, bro. The girls go in there, they love mimosas, so. Kathy, let's get fucking mimosas. And then the mimosas come and they don't know how drunk they're getting. They walk out of brunch at like 4 p.m. demolished.
Yeah. I haven't been to brunch.
Working on the security guards and shit.
How are the brunches now? Because I know before it was a little cold. The brunches now are lit. More lit.
Pretty lit.
Litter.
Show me? Littier?
Littier. That's the plural of that.
I guess. Dude, you know what else I tell myself?
What's that?
Back to that. I would tell myself that.
Wait. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
I would tell myself that you're the man. Just not everyone has noticed yet.
Yeah.
Because
you're the man, but not everybody else. Yeah, I like that because it's like you. I know you're the man.
I know I'm that guy.
So eventually, everybody else will figure it out. Yeah, that you're the guy.
100%.
I like that.
That's hard thing now.
Yeah,
it's only a matter of time once everyone else figures out that you're the man.
How would you? Would you just say that? That's it.
I definitely want to tell myself that just to give myself that confidence. Like, don't worry, you're that guy. You're that guy. People are gonna attract you either way because you're that guy.
You know what's funny? As soon as you said that, I got this flashback into high school. Like the crew that I used to always hang out with. And the more I talked to people that were in high school, the more I noticed how different we were because we had this group of like 5 guys, and we would constantly demolish each other. Mm-hmm. Like it wasn't even like a
ass.
Yeah.
Oh nah, bro. Me and my boys, it's bad,
bro. But we would go in hard where some of us would almost be ready to scrap. Others would be like I remember one friend would come up to me afterwards and be like, "Yo, bro," his lip was quivering.
Yo,
I was like, "Oh nah,
bro." Me and my boys group chat say, "Yo, bro." It's almost like it's a complete war in a group chat on WhatsApp, and then like no one talks for like 2 days. It's like a desert. Like
you guys had WhatsApp in high school?
Nah, I'm talking about like
now,
like last year, like 2 years ago.
That's like recently.
Nah, I'm talking like recently. Like we go to war, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? Okay, so you guys did it like recently, right? I feel like that molded me in a certain way because I would get you're just coming up.
Yeah.
Right? You're getting like weird hair in your face.
Yeah.
You're getting like some kind of like acne.
Yeah.
Like I've always had a big head and I wasn't like muscular at all. So dude, I was getting demolished. And I think, there were times I was like, all right, guys, like I feel like saying that was enough. But you can't say that.
You can't.
As soon as you said that, you might as well go into the girls' room. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I feel like that kind of like molded my character in a way of like always thinking that like, yo, man, they don't know, bro, but you man, don't worry about that. That's nothing. Right. So then after that, everything kind of like slides off. I feel like after that, like nothing really, because we would go in, man. I think maybe a little bit too much. It was borderline. It wasn't even bullying. Like if the same rules existed that they do right now, we'd all go to jail.
Yeah.
We'd all go to jail for like harassment.
Things, right?
Yeah, for like harassment and like mad shit. Yeah, we just stay in jail for a while.
How about this? What would you tell yourself when it comes to dealing with girls, acting around girls?
With the ladies?
Back in the day as opposed to now. What would you tell yourself?
I would probably tell the ladies that, not tell myself, that I think I would tell myself the same thing, man. Yeah. Like, don't worry about, like, the girls. I would say, like, yo, just chase the progress. Because at the end of the day, the ones that I really want are going to go after it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's what I would say. What would you say? Rough, right?
Shit.
It's rough.
What would I say to myself?
Yeah.
What insight would I give myself about females?
Yeah.
That there's 8 million more.
That's a good one. Don't get hung up on just one.
Bro.
Yeah.
There's like 8 million more that just look just as good and have just, bro.
That's a good one.
Fuck that shit. I know people, bro, that have been stuck in long-term relationships that should have ended years ago.
Yeah.
They get stuck into the routine. That's what happens, bro.
Yeah.
They get stuck in the routine, especially when you're young. But you start in a relationship when you're young, you get stuck in that routine. You can't get out. You feel like there's nothing else besides what's in the relationship because you're stuck in it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like that's the thing. They think that that's the only thing they could get.
Yeah, because you never.
And they're like, oh, if I break up with her, she breaks up with me. I got to start over.
Yeah, they're scared of that, right?
Yeah, because you got to put yourself out there again, and then you have to start the process of like talk. Because that's how it is for guys. Like we got to start again, like talk to this one, and then talk to that one, and most likely 9 times out of 10 they're gonna blow us off. You know what I mean?
Half the time, bro, I don't want to do that no more. I'm just that process of meeting somebody and fucking talking to them and
but what are you not gonna do that?
No,
that's the thing. I mean, you rather them come to you, right?
I'm chasing the progress for me, and they're gonna come anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel that I understand where they're coming from. You don't want to do the whole thing all over again. Yeah. It's like starting a project all over.
Yeah, but also at the same time, you got to realize that there's a point when you're not happy in a relationship, you gotta get the fuck out.
You might as well do that, right?
But people don't. They think like, "Oh, I can change this person." You can't. You can't change people, bro.
No. I mean, you could influence people, but you can't change their core.
Their core, what they are. That's what they are.
That's why you have to have a whole bunch of. You can't, like we were talking about in I think it was like the previous episode, a couple episodes before. You can't compromise.
Never, bro.
So like from the get-go, you got to know how to pick them. From the get-go, you have to have boundaries. From the get-go, you got to do this. And it's like, oh no, I'll let it slide. It's like, nah, man, you cannot do that. Then you put yourself in a shit situation. Now, it's funny because the battery's telling me that it's about to die in a little bit on that camera.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think we might have to cut this episode short.
All right, so let's hit him with a final thought.
This is actually like a really good episode, though. Like,
nuggets.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Final thought.
Yeah.
Here it goes. Delay your gratification. Don't go for the instant pleasure. If the candy's right in front of you, don't eat it because you're going to want that beach body after that. You know what I'm saying? In a couple months. Summer's coming.
Thanks.
All right? Don't have sex with that girl just yet, man. Chase the progress. All right? And then afterwards, you can have a better looking chick and more options.
And put your thumb in her butt.
Exactly. You need that. That one you need. So, delay gratification versus instant gratification. Remember, it all depends on your goals. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to really get at the end of the day, all right? So be able to do that. Don't go on the couch and watch a whole bunch of fucking episodes of Game of Thrones. If you want to get that job, you want to get that diploma, get that degree, you know what you have to do already, all right? Delay that gratification. At the end of the day, you could always watch it again on reruns, right? It's Netflix.
Talk to them.
You know what I mean?
Heard you.
All right, so we are also sponsored by
the one and only Mouth Hookah. Go to mouthhookah.com right now and get your hookah today. Let's get it. Thank you for watching the Blue Room Theory. We'll be back very soon on the gang.
Blue Room Theory, you already know. Peace.